You ever look at one of those huge channels and just wonder, how on earth do they do it? How are they so good, so consistent? Well, today we are pulling back the curtain. We're not just going to stand on the sidelines and admire them. We're going to learn how to systematically decode and, yeah, basically clone their entire viral strategy. So let's dive right in. I mean, this is the million-dollar question, right? As a creator, you are always trying to figure out what actually works. But what if, just imagine, what if you could take any successful channel, I don't care how big it is, and in just a few minutes, have a complete blueprint of their success? Well, that is exactly what we are going to break down right now. Because here's the secret, the thing that most people miss. For the biggest players out there, virality isn't just some lucky break. It's not lightning in a bottle. Nope, it's a code. It's a formula, a system. And you know what? Any code can be cracked. Okay, now this is a really important distinction to make. See, anyone can copy one viral video. That's just a one-time hit, right? What we're talking about here is something way more powerful, building a system. It's about looking at the entire pattern of their success and creating a formula you can use again and again. And that is the difference between a one-hit wonder and a channel that grows and lasts. And this right here really gets to the core of the mindset. This isn't some cheap hack. It's a professional level strategy. You know, big media companies, they don't just throw stuff at the wall hoping something sticks. No way. They analyze, they systematize, and they build entire frameworks around what is proven to work. And the best part, you can do the exact same thing. So how do we actually do this? Well, you don't need some massive team or a bunch of expensive software. You just need two simple, but believe me, incredibly powerful tools. Let's get into what they are. First up, you've got the Grab-It extension. Think of this as your data collector. Its job is super simple. You go to a channel's page, you find their most popular stuff, and Grab-It just zips through and scrapes and saves all of those links for you. It is, by far, the fastest way to gather up your raw material. And next, you've got your analysis engine, Google Notebook LM. Now this is where the magic really happens. You feed it all those links you just collected, and this AI tool will dive deep into that content to find the hidden patterns, the story structures, the kinds of hooks they use. Basically, it becomes your own personal strategy analyst. All right, so with those two tools in hand, the process itself is beautifully simple. It all just boils down to 3 steps that create this really powerful workflow. Let's take a look at how it actually works. And it all starts with this number, 15. Now, why 15? Well, you don't need to analyze hundreds and hundreds of videos. 15 is kind of the sweet spot. It gives you more than enough data for a powerful pattern to emerge, but it's still a totally manageable number of links to deal with. We're just looking for that consistent formula in a channel's biggest wins. So here's the blueprint, plain and simple. Step 1 is scrape. You use Grab-It to quickly snatch the URLs for those 15 viral hits. Step 2, feed. You just take that list of links and you paste them all into a single source inside Notebook LM. And finally, step 3, and this is the crucial part, reverse engineer. You just ask Notebook LM simple but powerful questions like, what's the common structure of these scripts? Or what patterns do you see in their opening hooks? Or even summarize the core formula of this content. The AI does all the heavy lifting and boom, out comes the blueprint.
Now, it is really important to remember what this is and what it isn't. This is not some shortcut to avoid doing the hard work. It's a system to make sure the work you do put in is smart, it's strategic, and it's based on what's already proven to be a success.
So, what are the big takeaways here? Well, first, stop thinking of virality as pure luck and start seeing it as a system you can build. Second, you got to shift your focus from just copying one piece of content to reverse engineering the entire formula behind it. Third, use these simple tools to analyze what's already winning out there. And finally, and maybe most importantly, recognize that this is a repeatable process, something you can use over and over for consistent, predictable growth.
You know, this method isn't just for YouTube videos. It works for newsletters, blog posts, ad campaigns, pretty much anything that has a public track record of success. You now have the key to unlock the strategy behind any successful creator or any company. So, the only question left is, what are you going to decode next?